So, welcome to this fireside talk. The idea is to talk about the workshops for the upcoming LPPDE North American Conference in Milwaukee. And with us we have Carolyn Carter, the chair of the conference, Geoff Neely, co-chair, and Larry Navarre is supporting this as well as myself. So the first workshop we have is with Dan Caputo, you, Carolyn, and Dantar Oosterwal on creating a healthy product development system. And what is this about?
Well, first of all, I'm excited to be here, Peter. Thank you. The opportunity to work with Dan Caputo, who has tremendous experience in the space, as well as Dantar, has been fantastic. And I'm very excited about this workshop. We are going to be talking about in the morning. It's a full day, and the morning part of the aspect of the workshop is going to be covering essentially what a conventional product development process looks like. So we're going to ground the attendees in what that process actually looks like and get everybody aligned on it. In addition, we're going to understand what some of the fundamental principles are enabling a healthy process, things like flow, knowledge, synchronicity, and cover those and talk about what they mean and why they're important. And then we are going to take a step back and reflect on what are some of the key pitfalls in that conventional development process with our attendees. And as a group, we'll summarize where we think the most significant pitfalls are. As we move into the afternoon, we're going to be taking a look at what LPPD is and using the 7+1 model to describe it. And we'll walk through that model and understand it. And then we're going to take a look at how that model addresses the pitfalls that we discussed in the first part of the day. And the outcome that we should expect out of the workshop is that our attendees have a good feel for what LPPD is, how it addresses the pitfalls of conventional product development, as well as how it can drive business benefit overall. So we're super excited to have Dan, Dantar, and I talking to and inviting you all to our workshop, and we hope you can make it. Thanks.
So I'd like to add, if I could, Carolyn, thank you very much. It's very
Absolutely,
exciting.
Geoff. Thank you.
But I always tell people these workshops are the most valuable part of the LPPD exchange. And I'll be presenting on day 2 about the story of our company. And it started from one of these workshops, one of these Monday workshops, just like this conference, like your presentation. So highly encourage getting to this. And it really was the cornerstone of our product development process. So don't miss these workshops.
Good. Then in parallel with that, we have another workshop with Dimanta Kotawa-Gamage and Durward Sobek from Montana State University on a systematic approach for organizations to generate set-based knowledge. Comment on that?
Yeah, so Peter, I guess what I would say is, first of all, we have Dimanta and Durward are just exceptionally versed in this space, and are attending this workshop. You're going to have the opportunity to learn from some of the very best in the space out there. So I encourage you, if you're interested at all in trying to understand more about how to do effective engineering design, set-based design is a phenomenal approach, and you're going to learn from the best here. So I encourage you, the morning session here is really talking about what set-based design is, how it works, the operational aspects of it, and teaching not just the fundamentals, but maybe a slightly higher level as well. And then as they transition into the afternoon, they're going to start to tie that set-based design approach into how to capture knowledge. And the two go very much hand in hand. And as we all know, reusable knowledge is incredibly important to accelerating the effectiveness of development over the long term. So these guys are going to have a great, very interactive workshop, and I highly encourage you to attend.
I'd love to chime in on this one here. I have benefited greatly from learning from Ward for decades now. And set-based concurrent engineering, or we also call it set-based innovation, or here you see set-based knowledge, are all built around this principle that is somewhat unique to lean product and process development. So Ward was a principal investigator in this 25 plus years ago. And so he's got a wealth of knowledge that he's transmitted over to Damanta. And Damanta's got a new knowledge model for how to do this. And I think attendees, if you're new to lean product and process development, are going to benefit greatly by attending this workshop.
Thank you, Larry.
So we have two very competitive workshops on Monday, so you need to come at least 2 people from each company. I like that challenge because there's a lot of interaction going on also when you see people from different areas meet. And then we have the conference, and it is followed by another workshop day. And here you partner up with Andy Wagner, Carolyn, but talking about the Wright brothers story and how to create visible knowledge.
Yeah, so thank you, Peter. This workshop was also just so fun to put together. Andy Wagner is a absolutely phenomenal historian. He has a passion for history, and he studies and understands, in this particular case, about the Wright brothers story, which is just, his knowledge is just amazing. And you'll hear that come through in the workshop. In addition, he has a tremendous passion and a tremendous understanding of aircraft design. He's an engineer himself and works for Boeing. And so I'm excited to be working with him on this. Where I contribute here is in the process from an LPPD standpoint. And the two of us working together, it just seemed to fall into place. So we're very excited about this. What we're really going to be focusing on here is while using the Wright brothers story, we're going to talk about how to set the stage essentially for building a learning plan when there is in a highly risk oriented situation, right? There's a lot of uncertainty because you basically are doing a brand new innovation and you don't have the knowledge, that you don't even know what you need to know to make it happen. And the Wright brothers story really lends itself to that scenario. So we're going to teach you how to build a learning plan in that environment. That learning plan process basically sets the stage for leveraging reusable knowledge as well as visual management, and it does also integrate in with set-based design. There are really several components of lean product and process development. So those are the key components of lean product and process development that we're going to be touching on. And this learning plan basically allows us to integrate the critical design decisions in with the technical knowledge base that an organization has, and then tie that all into project planning. So it's a really cool workshop. It's highly integrated with our attendees, so there'll be a lot of engagement, and we look forward to having you there. Thanks.
Good. And in parallel with that, we have this one with Larry and myself. Larry, what is this about?
Well, Peter, I think the way we could kind of wrap this up is that this workshop should be what attendees to the conference take home with them. And help them understand how to implement lean product and process development. So we're going to begin with, what are the typical performance expectations that you could get utilizing lean product and process development in your product development program. We're going to, Peter, I look forward to how you're going to bring about talking about transformational leadership for implementing lean product and process development. The attendees may not be aware, but Peter's got incredible experience of decades at Scania, and he's going to explain how you can go about doing this. Then we'll take a look at what a transformation model could look like for you and give you the steps to transform your organization to the future vision you have of lean product and process development. Along the way there, we're going to bring in some examples from practitioners in addition to Peter and myself. We're going to have a few extra folks that can speak to their experience. And we're hoping that you can leave our workshop, and indeed our entire conference, with a plan and implementation model for your transformation to lean product and process development.
Yeah, thank you. So we will be there, the four of us, and a lot of more people, and we hope that you will be with us there. So see you in Milwaukee.